Hello everybody and welcome to day 4 of our Beadalong. Today I am going to be reteaching a project that I came up with in 2017, I think. And it used to be on my YouTube channel. It was called Little Fishes Earrings. And they're really cute. They're very small. Only about an inch, and they're very quick to make up. So I'm going to make a whole school of these little guys to put on my piece. You can make them in really fun colors if you want. Like if you have clownfish colors, or you can make them nice bright colors if you want to make goldfish or something like that, but I just love them, and I still think they make a cute earring. The way I had it is I had a little jump ring through this 8/0 on the end, and then I had a little piece of wire with a little bead here that kind of looked like a bubble, and then the earring finding, and they're just so adorable. They are probably only, I'm going to measure it for you. They're less than an inch. They're teeny tiny, guys, but they're just so cute, and they're going to look so cute on your little project as well. This one, I actually used 2 different colors. I know it's really hard to tell because they're kind of close to each other, but I used the black Picasso. See how this one on the bottom, I used black Picasso, and on the top I used the Crystal Magic kind of color changing, one. I think it's also called Slipperit. I'm not sure. Anyway, but on this one I'm just going to do it all in that color because I can't tell the difference. I'm going to probably do a few different versions of fish and have a little mixed school of fish on my project. So you need some 15/0s and some 11/0s that are pretty close in color to each other because they form the outside and kind of help give it its shape. You're going to need some 8/0s, so I'm just using some black ones. You're going to need some superduos. I'm afraid twin beads won't really work that well. You could try it, but I think that the shape of the superduos with the kind of hump in the middle, the wider bit in the middle, just works a little bit better. So you need 6 per fish, 3 8/0s per fish, and then, I don't know, just a handful of 11s and 15s. And then I'm using a size 11 beading needle today because we do have to pass through the 15s a few times, and I am using Fireline Smoke in 6-pound, but you could also use 4-pound. That's fine. I would not use anything thicker, or I would not use a size 10 beading needle. You could use a size 12. You could go down but not up, okay? And you only need, like I said, about 2 feet of thread. So it's not a big thread user at all. And I'm just going to refer to my notes here off to the side. All right, so let's get started. I'm going to pull you in. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to pick up 2 superduos, and make sure you check your holes and none of your holes are clogged before you start, because there's nothing worse than, getting halfway through and then discovering that the other hole is clogged. So check all your holes before you start, that you can get all the way through them. Okay, so we're going to pick up 2 superduos, 2 15/0s, 1 8/0, and 2 more 15/0s. And so we've got 2 superduos, 2 15s, and 8, and 2 more 15s. We're going to push all that down to leave a tail, 3 or 4 inch tail. And we're going to sew through all these beads again. So start at the bottom two superduos. Sew through them all again, and you're going to form a little circle like this, which is what we want. We want a little circle. So sorry guys, I keep drifting. Okay, and then we're going to sew through our two superduos again when we get back to the beginning. So your tail should be sticking out one side and your working thread is coming out the other side, and you have a little bump going over the top with your 15-0s and your 8-0. Okay, now we're going to pick up 3 15-0s. Okay, and we're going to enter into the second hole of our first superduo right here. Then we're going to pick up an 8-0, and we're going to go into the second hole of the opposite superduo. And then we're going to pick up 3 more 15-0s. And we're actually going to sew up through these 2 15-0s at the top right here. So we're not going back into the superduo right now. We'll do that in a minute. We're going up these 2 15-0s at the top. Okay. And then we're going to pass through the 8-0 at the top. And we're going to sew all the way down these 5 15-0s that are on the side. Okay, so now we're going to pick up 2 15-0s, 2 11-0s, and 1 superduo. So we've got 2 15-0s, 2 11-0s, 1 superduo. And we're going to pass into the 11-0, that's right, sorry, the 8-0, the 8-0 on the end right here, okay? And then we're going to pick up the opposite. So we're going to pick up a superduo, 2 11s, and then 2 15s. So we're doing the opposite of what we just did. And then we are going to pass through the superduo above. So the bottom hole of this top superduo, we're going towards the middle, okay? Then we're going to pass through this 8-0 right here in the middle. And then we're going to pass through the superduo, the bottom hole of the superduo on the right hand side. And then we're going to go down 2 15-0s. So you're going to have to count here and figure out where your 2. So my last 2 15-0s are right here. Plus your first 11-0, but not the second 11-0. So you're going to go down your 2 15-0s, the first 11-0, okay? So now we're going to pick up 1 11-0, and we're going to pass through our 11-0, our superduo, the 8-0 in the middle, our superduo and our first 11-0 on the left hand side. Sorry. Kind of hard to hold on to this little guy. Okay. Slippery little fish. There we are. Okay, I got through all that. And then we're going to pick up one more 11-0. And we're going to go into this second 11-0. So remember, we've come out the first 11-0 here. I'm going to go into the second 11-0. Sorry, I'll say that again. We're going to pass through 5 15-0s on this side, through the top of these 2 superduos, and then we're going to pass all the way down. We're going to skip this 11-0 that's a point, and we're going to exit from this 11-0. Okay, so we've just added an 11-0. We've gone through the second 11-0, and then we're going through 5 15-0s. Okay, I've gone through my 5, then I'm passing through the middle here. And the angle on this, because they're kind of tilted, it can be a little tricky to get through. So you might need to do one of these superduos at a time. So just kind of bend them around until you can get your needle in there. And then you're going to leave got looped around myself. And then you're going to leave 2 at the top. So skip 2 and then go down 5. So go down, skip the top 2, go down 5 plus the 11-0 there. And then you can skip the point and go into the next 11-0 here. Okay. Now we're going to pick up 2 15-0s. So pick up 2 15-0s. I'm coming out of that 11-0 right there on the side. And then we're going to go into the bottom hole of our fish through both superduos, okay? And then we're going to pick up 2 more. And we're just going to go into the, hang on, let me just double check here. Nope, we're going to go up through this first 11-0. So pass into the 11-0. Skip the second 11-0 and go into the third 11-0 plus 2 15-0s. Okay, so I'm going into the second 11-0 plus 2 15-0s here. Then we're going to pass through to the other side again. So we're going to go through our superduo, our 8-0 in the middle, and oops, I'm coming out my 8-0 and then back. I'm going into the bottom hole of that top superduo. So if that's the front of the fish, I'm going into the second hole down. Okay. And then I'm going to go through 2 15-0s right here. If I can get into it. Okay, 2 15-ohs plus the first 11. You can skip the point on his thing if you want to. You don't have to. I'm going to go through it. And then we're going to go down our 2 little 15-ohs right here. Okay, so we're now coming out the bottom again. Now we're going to pick up 1 15-oh, 1 8-oh, and 1 15-oh. And we're going to enter into our two 15s on this side. Okay, we're going to go through our super duo, our 8-oh in the middle, and our super duo on this side. And then we can go down all 3 15-ohs on this side, plus through our 8-oh. Okay, so we're coming out from our 8-oh. Okay, so now we're going to pick up a super duo, a 15-oh, our last 2 super duos, and another 15-oh. Okay, so 15, 2 super duos and a 15, and we're just going to go straight through our 8-oh again. So I'm coming out the left side, I'm going to enter into the right side. Okay, so we have this. Then you're going to go down. I'm just going to turn it over so it's a little bit easier for me. We're going to go down through that first 15-oh. So I'm coming out on this side and I'm going down that first 15-oh, and then I'm going to pick up 3 more 15-ohs, and I'm going to go into the second hole on this super duo. Okay, I'm going to pick up an 11-oh, and I'm going to go into the second hole of the super duo on this side, and then I'm going to pick up 3 15-ohs again, and I'm going to go into the 15-oh and the 8-oh right here. Okay, and I'm going to go down all 4 of these 15-ohs on this side. Okay. Okay, now we're going to pick up 2 15s, 1 11, and 2 15s. So 2 15s, 1 11, and 2 15s. And I'm coming out the end of this line of 15s right here. I'm going to sew straight into the 11-oh that's between the 2 super duos. And I'm going to pick up the exact same thing again, which is 2 15s, 1 11, 2 15s. Okay. And I'm going to go up the first 3 15s on this side. And then I'm going to pass through my 2 super duos right here. And then I'm going to skip the very first 15 here. I'm going to pass down through the second, through the 4th. So you're going to have to go, sorry, 1, 2, sorry, through 5 plus the 11-0 on that side. Okay. And then we're going to pick up 1 11-0 and we're going to go through the 2 15s and the 11 between his tail. Okay, and that's going to make a kind of point here for us. Then we're going to go down the 2 15s on this side and we're going to pick up another 11-0. And then we're going to go up through the 11 plus 2 15s. Now we're going to pass through the tail, the bottom hole of the tail, through that 11 that's between his tail fins, I guess, and through the bottom hole of the other side. Okay, so now we just have to reinforce the entire outside, which will help smooth it all out. So when you are reinforcing, you have to reinforce kind of in a figure of 8. So you're going to go up, you're going to pass through the 8-0, and then you're going to go around this way. You're going to pass through the 8-0 again and finish up. And then you can tie off your ends and you're finished with your little fishy, okay? So I'm not going to show all that right now. I'm going to leave you to do that, but just remember to always don't cut across this way. Make sure that you kind of always pass through the 8-0 that connects his body to his tail. So that's it. He's so quick and cute, and you know, have fun playing with colors on this. I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna make a whole school of these little guys, and they are so much cuter in person than they are on the camera. Okay, so enjoy. If you want, you could just make a little pair of earrings with them, but have fun, you guys, and I will see you again tomorrow for our next step. Okay, bye for now.